So I've been coming to see Tom since '91, so 17 years. I first went there when I got my first car after college, and somebody I knew at Lewis and Clark recommended Tom because he had graduated from Lewis and Clark, and they'd been really happy. And when I went there, I think there were 4 mechanics, including Tom, and he just was good at, gave great service, and was real helpful and friendly, and we kind of struck off a relationship. And then after a couple years, I had a car that disastrously blew up and blew a head gasket, and I couldn't afford to fix it. And Tom, was kind enough. He looked at it and analyzed it. I think he still has the picture of how badly it blew up, and said it was the worst he'd ever seen, and then walked me through how to fix it and helped me out buying parts at his cost, and advice when I needed it. And so he helped me rebuild that engine, and I said that was the last time I'm going to do that, and swore my loyalty to him, and I've been going there ever since. Ken has been there. I don't know how long Ken has been there now, but because I can remember a time before Ken was there. But Ken and Bob was there for a while too. They were always great. They know me on the phone. I get a very personal sort of treatment. It's one of those things where I just feel like hey, Ken says, "Hey Bob, how you doing?" And so it's not just how yes, how can I help you kind of deal. I feel like these guys know me and they give me great treatment, and I know that it's going to be done right, and that's the biggest factor for me. I've done some. My most recent trip was to put on a trailer hitch, and I think it was probably more than I would have paid at U-Haul, but I know it's done right. And to me, that's the thing about Tom is I always know that when I get the car back, it was done right, and he's always warned me about things that are coming up, sort of preventative. In 6 months you're going to need to think about this. Always thinking towards not just what am I going to do today, but you're going to need to do these things, and you might want to save some money, or it's going to be expensive to do this. So kind of looking out for me and the car in the sense of planning for stuff. So forward looking, I guess, would be a great way to describe it. Everybody there has always been sort of very conscientious and takes care of things really well, and I can't think of anything they've ever screwed up. There have been a couple of, the only instance I can think of is something where Ken was helping me out with warranty repair with the dealership, and the dealership screwed up, and Ken went out of his way to make sure that we had the rental car we had was he made sure that got translated into an overnight deal, and was really apologetic, and and it was the dealership's fault that he was going through to get the part. So it wasn't even Tom Dwyer, Tom Dwyer's fault. Then just stepped right up and made sure that Enterprise knew we were keeping the car overnight, and they'd come pick it up when we came to get our car, and kind of took care of all sorts of little details for us. So that's one great thing. With the shuttle van. I know that when I take the car there, if I need to get somewhere, I can arrange with the shuttle van, or setting up the rent-a-car thing has been real convenient for my wife. Just taking care of all those little extra details makes it just that much better. I've talked to, I forget who I was talking to, but it was somebody at work that goes to Tom Dwyer as well. I was trying to evangelize, and he's like, "Oh, we already go there." And he said one of their choices was they looked into sort of your political and environmental leanings, and they match up with sort of what I can mine and his sort of left-leaning, environmentally conscious, and that kind of stuff. And I think if I remember correctly, even when I was doing the car repair myself kind of thing, he was willing, Tom was like willing to help out with disposing of the goo. So it's just that's something that I think is really important too, is I know that when my oil's changed at Tom Dwyer, it's not going down the drain. So you're going to get great service, and you'll know it's done right. I don't need 2 minutes. You'll know it's done right. So